What's happening, homies? Welcome back to Bite Size Clips. I'm Dope, and this is short interviews with game developers. A quick interview in with a developer from The Wall Mustn't Fall, and questions wanted to ask him. He was kind enough to give me a little bit of his time, and these are the questions that you see on screen now. Anybody who wants to read them and then read the answers, I'll be sliding down. That's completely up to y'all. All right, let's jump into the questions. Question number 1. How long did the game take to make? A roundabout guess is fine. Answer: about a year. I'm slow. I don't know, man. As a consumer, I don't think that 1 year is slow. I could be wrong. Maybe devs feel that way, that 1 year for the product he put out there was a slow time to take, but I don't feel that way. I think what you got at the end was definitely worth the year you put into it. That's just from the consumer side of things. Question number 2. What other games did you use as inspiration for The Wall Mustn't Fall? Answer: a loner shooter and a string of modern games. 100% could have seen The Last Stand, OG games as well, but a loner shooter sticks out as the main inspiration for the game for sure. Question number 3. Did you draw the art yourself? Answer: I did all of the 3D stuff. Everything that sucks is guaranteed to be mine. All right, so I said in my review of the game that I liked the art style. I thought it was kind of like South Parkish, and I do like the art style. And one of the reasons I give it a little more leeway is because it is hand-drawn art. You can tell that. I will take hand-drawn art over asset-bought art any day of the week. No hating here on the art style, bud. Question number 4. Which unit is your favorite, and which do you think is the strongest currently? Answer: can't say I have a favorite. Strongest was Deadly Inventor up until a few patches ago. Now I'm not so sure. Okay. So he doesn't have any specific attachment to any one character in the game. And he thought Deadly Inventor was the one who was the strongest for a while, but patched it out of the game. So that goes to show you a lot right there, that once he feels like something's OP, it gets patched pretty quickly. And he's not showing any favoritism over nothing. Not super dedicated to any specific one thing, open to change. All for that, man. Question number 5. What's the next big update you're working on for the game? Answer: currently working on a zombie themed boss. I'm not sure that it counts as big. My updates have been smaller but more frequent. I'll have to try saving up content in order to release bigger updates. I'm not sure if that would justify the wait for people. Okay, so that brings up a good question. Do you prefer constant regular updates, or do you like to have one big update with everything put together, more to look forward to, more to anticipate? I think I'm okay with the little updates, but I think the adding a zombie boss is a big update. You know, it's not a hot fix, it's not a patch, it's not balancing, it's not anything like that. You're adding something new to the game, and especially it being a boss, I think you could count that as a big update. So even if it doesn't take you a long time, I think that is a big step forward in the game's progression. So I think that is 100% a big update, and I appreciate you giving us that information. We got a zombie boss coming next. Can't wait. Question number 6. What made you want to become a game developer? Answer: given everything, it seems like the natural progression of things. I still don't think I'm qualified to be labeled an actual game developer, though. I don't know, bro. You you done put out 2 games. You done put out this and Hooks Only. You a game developer. No matter whether you can believe it or not, you a game developer. It'll set in eventually, bro. Hopefully you'll keep putting games out and getting better at what you do. Question number 7. What's your top 3 favorite games of all time, and which game have you logged the most hours on? Answer: Brood War, 1.6. So Many Things Could Be third, Most Hours 1.6, or possibly Dota. Brood War is an expansion of StarCraft. These are some pictures from actual gameplay of Brood War. StarCraft is the quintessential game of that genre, and this was just an expansion for StarCraft. But it was a good game. I definitely can see why the developer liked the game and logged a ton of hours in it as well. I imagine he's talking about Counter-Strike. Version 1.6 that's free. You can play it on your browser. 1.6 is a Half-Life mod and a ton of fun despite the graphics. Gameplay is exactly like Counter-Strike. 2 teams, got objectives to attack, start with the pistol, can buy upgrades. And last but not least, we have Dota. Dota is a League of Legends like MOBA game. I feel like everybody has played a MOBA type in your life. It might not have been Dota or League of Legends, but you played something in this genre. I feel like we've all went through some kind of MOBA phase in our life. Question number 8. What was the hardest obstacle to overcome while making The Wall Mustn't Fall? Answer. I don't think anything has been particularly difficult. It has just taken a really long time when I thought it wouldn't. Even then, it wasn't hard labor, just continuous chipping. I'm surprised people find it fun. Really? You don't think the game dev didn't think people would find their game fun? I'm surprised about that. Especially given the fan base that Alona had, the fan base that The Last Stand had. The games like it definitely have decent fan bases. They're not massive. They're not Fortnite fans, but they definitely have their own niche groups. And I love the game. It's a super relaxing game, even though it gets crazy. You know, you don't have to put a whole lot of effort into it. You can just move around with the mouse. After you had a long day, you just feel like zoning out in gaming. It's a great zone out in game, especially with the timing too. You know, when you get to the shop, you're not timed. You can take as long as you want to set your stuff up, mix things up. I really do enjoy the game. Question number 9. If you could only listen to one video game soundtrack for the rest of your life, which would it be? That's one of my favorite questions, man. Let's see what he said. Brood War. That's not crazy. I could understand Brood War, and that being the favorite game too, you know. Brood War OST, probably. Although I'm a little partial to Castlevania 4's OST. Let's go. Castlevania 4's got a decent soundtrack for sure. And of course, as a dev, calls it OST. Definite points for the Castlevania and Brood War. It's not a bad soundtrack at all. Question number 10. Which is better, retro gaming or modern gaming, and why? Answer. Competitive-wise, games are going in the wrong direction. Retro wins there. Single-player-wise, there have been a lot of modern masterpieces. I think they're just objectively better games despite the nostalgia of the classics. Very well said. Competitive-wise, games are going in the wrong direction. Yeah, I couldn't agree with that more, man. I don't even play as many competitive games now because it's just not as fun as it used to be. I like Overwatch now, but I only drop in for, little bits in time. Back in the day, I played the shit out of it. Call of Duty, I was on Call of Duty forever back in the day. Forever, man. But not so much anymore. Single player, 100% agree with that. Everything nowadays, it's so immersive. It just holds up so much better than the old classics do. The classics are fun, but they just can't pull you in like the modern masterpieces do. So I agree with everything the dev said there. I want to send a super big shout out to Capsule Collapse, the developer of The Wall Mustn't Fall, for doing this for me. Didn't have to. I have literally no views, no subs, anything like that. And I'm just a random weirdo who asked for a quick interview. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Give Capsule, I believe he has a YouTube. Sub to the YouTube. Look him up on there. Play The Wall Mustn't Fall. It's a great game for only $3. You are out of your mind to not buy it. A great time killer. You're wasting your time on all kind of other dumb shit anyway. Why not spend it on something that's actually enjoyable? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all take it easy.